Now it is time for Hub71's Fundraising Roadshow. And it is one of my favorite elements when it comes to the venture stage, without a doubt. And I'll tell you why. But first, let's talk about the Hub71 Fundraising Roadshow. And therefore, I would like to welcome back to the stage Hub71's CEO. Please welcome to the stage Ahmad Ali Alwan. Welcome. Great to have you back on stage. The Hub71 Fundraising Roadshow. It's always an exciting moment, isn't it?
Yeah, always is. And every year, we're astounded by the great community of startups we have, by the great technologies that we get to see at Hub71, and also by the great presence that we have here, all that have, interest in the founders and their journeys. So very excited for us to kick this off today.
Well, and this is not just a normal fundraising roadshow. It's actually the largest one in the history of Hub71, isn't it?
Yes, we have 35 companies that will about 33 companies that will be presenting over the next 2 days. So today we have 16 amazing companies. Hopefully they will captivate you as they did us. And we're very excited for them to showcase their innovative solutions. I think a common thing that happened to us over the past 18 months or so is that now that increasingly the more we see our companies present to different entities, individuals, the counterparts are left astounded by the quality of technology, the quality of people that are coming to Abu Dhabi. It's not only testament to the hard work that the Hub71 team is doing, but the value proposition that Abu Dhabi presents.
Absolutely. And, I'm going to have to tell you something that you're going to love. So ever since we're doing the Hub71 Roadshow, I had the look at the best startups, and their solutions are so good. So my vegetables are being delivered by one of your startups. After this one, I already have 3 meetings set up because all of their solutions are really what helped me as a small business. So it speaks about the quality you put on.
No, and thank you so much for being a great fan and a great supporter of Hub71 Flow. This is the type of and quality of partnerships, of people, of friends that we nurture. Thank you so much for that. And hopefully these are all also exciting solutions that you think are relevant to you. And if anything, just even a round of applause to these companies that are doing a brave thing by presenting to you here today, having embarked on a 12-week, it's 12 weeks in terms of acceleration, but a 1-year minimum journey with Hub71. They relocated their families. They relocated here to ensure that they are able to grow their business. So they all have phenomenal stories.
We can't wait to hear these stories. Thank you so much. Always great to have you with us on stage. Ahmad Ali Alwan, the CEO of Hub71. A fantastic kickoff, and now we're ready to go. The only thing what I need a little bit more is for every startup, a lot of applause, a lot of energy. Can we do that? Wonderful. That is always needed. So all the founders in the audience, take the inspiration. All the investors, get out the wallets and checkbooks because you will need them. Let's get started with the Hub71 Fundraising Roadshow. And we're starting with the first startup, which is Metric. The co-founder has been in business since the age of 6. And she started her first proper business at the age of 14 and ran that for 10 years.
What is the one thing in the world that all of us business owners wish we had, other than more money? It is the ability to know what the next correct decision is for our businesses. What is something that allows us to make better decisions? Data. $3.3 billion from 130,000 businesses that are already on our platform from across 190 countries. This is the proprietary transactional data that Metric is already able to translate into better decisions for business owners. For the last decade, I was on the other side of the table. I was a partner in a VC fund. I was an SME advisor. I worked with thousands of businesses, and I saw, on one hand, their absolute disconnect from their numbers, and on the other, a lack of sectoral or regional benchmarks that would allow them to track and chart their growth. This results in suboptimal decisions taken daily based on gut feel instead of any kind of data. And this is why Along with my co-founders, Omer, who's a chartered accountant, also previously a partner in a VC fund, worked with hundreds of businesses, and our amazing CTO, Dr. Habiba, who has 20 years of experience in data science, machine learning, AI, we decided to build Metric. Metric is a financial management and financial analytics app built for SMEs. Through simple input and by connecting to various platforms, Metric aggregates fragmented financial data and benchmarks markets where data is otherwise extremely hard to find, translating all of this into simple, bite-sized, actionable insights directly for the business owner. On top of this, we plan to layer financial products such as debit cards, loans, payments, and more. We're already making money via subscriptions, and we've 4x our growth in the last 3 quarters. Our focus is on the UAE and Saudi, where we already have more than 16,000 businesses using us. At Metric, we're building the future of SME finance, where numbers are not just for compliance, but are truly a growth lever. We've been backed by some amazing individuals and organizations. And if our vision excites you, please look me up or come find me at the Metric booth. Thank you so much.
Hi everybody, I'm John Shaw. I'm the CEO of Add Value Machine, a generative AI startup. Today, banks are broken, there's inefficient processes, and a lot of costly regulation. Banks at the moment look at generative AI as a solution. However, there's a lot of costly programs by system integrators that have resulted in about 90% of all workloads not going to production. Add Value Machine solves this problem by providing a single pane of glass across all generative AI transactions. We provide access to model providers from OpenAI and Anthropic. We have custom guardrails and support around enterprise connectors. And we also have human-in-the-loop for risk mitigation. What we're super excited about is the advent of agentic workflow, and we support that with our platform. What the biggest piece of cost for a business today is payroll. Now, agentic workflows solves that problem by automating business processes, sometimes taking humans out of the loop. Let me give you an example of that. A typical loan process is normally over 6 stages. The biggest part of that and the most costly is the credit analyst review of financial statements. This results in banks taking 6 weeks to do loan approvals. This costs banks on average from thousands to millions of dollars. Our agentic credit analyst solves this problem in real time, providing banks with real-time loan decisions. This one workload, as an example, as a market opportunity of 300,000 credit analysts worldwide. Each analyst is very expensive, so it's a $20 billion market cap. So in terms of traction, we have 10 enterprise deployments, including large regional banks, 2 patent pendings, and we're building a channel ecosystem. We're experienced founders. We've built startups from zero to exit, and my background is in AI with Amazon Web Services. Last month, we did 170,000 in revenues. We're seeking 5 million in seed funding. I'm John Shaw. Thank you for listening.
My name's Sean, and I represent a company called Roadshow. Myself and my co-founder Enver met whilst working together at Talabat, where we were responsible for building and launching all of the restaurant advertising technology across the MENA region. And we're now trying to solve the problem that we created, which is post-COVID, restaurants have become e-commerce businesses without realizing they're e-commerce businesses. Over 40% of their orders come from online sales channels today. But they're trying to do that like it's 2024. Like it's 2004. They're using fragmented data, limited digital marketing expertise, and a lack of industry guidance to try and solve this problem of return on investment on growth. Growdash, our mission itself is to make data make sense for restaurants through a combination of integrations, AI, business intelligence, and innovative campaign tools. We're trying to help restaurants optimize growth strategies like advanced e-commerce businesses. Thanks to our ability to positively impact restaurants at scale, we've built a business that's generating $1 million ARR across 5 key markets in the GCC and also Romania. We're working with over 350 restaurant brands, from large enterprise accounts down to small locally loved brands as well. On average, 15% of GMV is invested by restaurants back into these channels to fuel that growth that we talked about already. And that means that we're operating a space that's estimated at $150 billion industry. We're the most advanced and innovative solution for restaurants and the only platform leveraging AI to build a vertical online AI agent that solves the strategy and planning problem. We're currently raising our pre-Series A and would love to speak to potential lead investors that are keen to join our mission. So please do stop by the booth, say hello to myself and my colleague Isabella, and thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Did you know that over 1 billion orders are placed online in the MENA region every single month? Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Dostum. I'm the founder and CEO of Wilt. Wilt started with a clear mission to give anyone the ability to create an Arabic website in a fully localized experience. And we currently have 10,000 paying customers with over $1 million in annual recurring revenue. But along the journey, we identified an even bigger challenge, that online sellers face significant challenges managing their daily operations, from collecting payments and shipments to customer communication and growth. With 20 million social sellers and small businesses generating over 1 billion orders a month, this market represents a $60 billion opportunity. To capture this potential, we've decided to offer our e-commerce 100% for free. This shift will greatly increase the number of active merchants and significantly increase the number of orders. Our business model is very straightforward. We monetize every single order, whether through Wilt Shipments, which enables merchants to ship with top-tier shipping companies, or through Wilt Payments, which enables merchants to accept online payments almost immediately with just filling a simple KYC. We're currently onboarding 200 merchants every single day, completely organic, and we're expecting to close the year by 5,000 active merchants, generating over 5,000 orders, generating over 100,000 orders a month. We're 70 professionals with a vision to empower millions of merchants across the region and beyond, building a world where anyone can build and grow their businesses online. We're about to start raising our Series A, so if you're interested in democratizing e-commerce across the region, come find us. Thank you so much for your time.
Perfect customer and a perfect hairstyle as well. My name is Ismail. I'm one of the co-founders at LiveLink. We're building the future of video editing, and that's the ability to take thousands of unedited clips and at the click of a button, turning those into TV shows, movies, or fully fledged marketing videos. In the past year, we've grown to 150,000 monthly edited videos, more than doubling our usage every month. And this has happened because of one key insight: speed. We're getting our users using us multiple times per week, actually. And LiveLink is by far the quickest platform at turning long videos into clips today. We turn 5 hours of work into 60 seconds of editing. On the monetization front, it's very straightforward. Our SMB clients pay between $20 to $50 per month, with an enterprise plan available for larger customers. That's allowed us to grow now to over $250,000 in annual revenue, with 3 trials in place that should more than 4x that in the next 6 months. Our founding team is made up of former founders with exits, ex-Googlers, and content creators with experience in the video space. And that's the team that's allowed us to have raised from Twitter's co-founder, Google's Black Founders Fund, and a host of funds in Europe. Today, we're raising $1.5 million to double down on the growth that we've seen in AI video. AI started and executed very well in text, followed by images. And the final frontier is video. And we think LiveLink is best placed to execute on that. So if you'd like to have a conversation, my email is ismail@livelink.ai. Thank you.
I'm Patrick. Real Data. We are enabling any surveillance camera to be smarter. Since inception in 2018, we have been deploying into global scenario from North America to Europe to Southeast Asia and to now my second home, UAE market. And since then, we've been raising more than $8 million.
And that has been defaulting into our world first fully software-based offerings, where we can connect any cameras, surveillance camera for instances, to our cloud to perform, AI-related functions and features. Apart from traditional market where we need to require installation and a lot of different hackups, we can just deploy within 5 minutes within your premises. With an exceptional quality and results in achieving more than 99% accuracy in our solution, we are also deploying into multiple scenarios, from retail shops to help you to understand customer behavior, to shopping mall on leasing planning, or even to larger premises such as stadiums or public infrastructure to help with real-time operation analysis. Going beyond from just through analysis and operation, we'll also have multiple different AI functions releasing very soon. One of them, our uniform recognition model, where we help with understanding staff performance. And on top of that, we're also actively developing our fraud detection model for the European market and US market. And last but not least, a new initiative that we're also deploying right now is our AI-powered advertisement board, where there's a camera on each of these advertisement board where we can scan the audience and we can feed the most targeted materials to your target audience in the offline spaces. So right now we are actively expanding our business reach as well as looking into our pre-series B funding. I'm Patrick, the CEO and co-founder of Data. Feel free to scan this and you will link it to my WhatsApp, and look forward to talk to everybody within today or tomorrow. My booth will be tomorrow, and look forward to see everybody again. Thank you very much.
Hello, dragons. We are on a mission to remove the biggest bottlenecks facing renewable building materials. Did you know that there are more than 240 million containers shipped every year all around the world? And for that to work, there are more than 4 billion documents in circulation at any given point. And because of this, the UN is enacting new regulation to make these documents electronic for the first time. And this new regulation is a catalyst for digitizing global trade, but it's also an opportunity to combine new technologies in exciting ways. So why do I care about this? At my peak as a supply chain manager, I was managing 300 containers per month. And that's when I noticed that everybody shares the same problem. Because the market is not transparent, it's very easy to buy too expensive or sell too cheap. And at the same time, managing a global supply chain is an absolute nightmare. That's why we decided to build the operating system for global timber. And companies come to us because we help them to increase revenues and to save lots of time. Through best-in-class market data, they can improve their pricing 2 to 4%. Meanwhile, automating their supply chain processes by up to 85% through an operating system for global trade. And the best thing is, we already have customers in over 20 countries. So who's behind this? Now you know me a little bit. My co-founder Mike comes from the shipping side. We're supported by a professional board and even advised by top industry leaders. And we're here because we want to scale proven strategies and products, but also launch a trade finance service where we have $3 million in LOIs. To learn more about one of the oldest and most important industries in the world is being digitized and modernized, scan this QR code. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. E-commerce has revolutionized retail. And thanks to companies like Shopify, today anyone in this crowd can go online and start selling in seconds. However, all retailers need product to sell. And the means by which they get this product today via wholesale is stuck in the past, with brands and retailers spending countless hours on manual processes and losing millions in missed opportunities because they can't find the right customers. And that's where we come in. Kingpin is an AI-enabled B2B SaaS platform that allows brands and distributors to reduce their operating costs by 60% and grow their sales by 20%. And since we've rolled out this product only 18 months ago, we've managed to find a very interesting niche across emerging markets and signed on distributors of over 200 brands and 4,000 retailers. And not only that, we're seeing that these people actually love us. And today, thanks to some very exciting network effects that fuel our growth, we're seeing our user base expand and explode across 75 countries. And within 2024 alone, we've seen our transaction volume soar beyond $175 million. This is a billion-dollar opportunity in annual revenue alone. And what we see is that we have a very clear three-part plan to take us there from where we are today. It starts with amassing sellers that have a fit to our product and embedding within their workflows and taking a slice of that transaction fee by layering on sales enablement and fintech services. Think of it like putting a nice piece of shawarma on a skewer, spinning it around in the rotisserie, and taking a nice sharp knife and taking a slice of that transaction volume. And this is a business where we've managed to assemble a world-class team of people and investors. And today, with both co-founders from wholesale and retail with 3 generations of background in the space, operating successful businesses between MENA and LATAM, and our CPTO expert advisor who's exited a business for close to $500 million within the same space in the US, we feel we have the right team and energy to go out and capture emerging markets. Are you ready to be a kingpin and join us in building the gateway to emerging markets? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Margot, founder of Enrichly, and we're transforming potential into performance. Youth violence, low academic performance, and poor mental health have one common denominator, and that is low self-esteem. Years ago, I learned firsthand that self-esteem is the determining factor in both personal and professional growth. But what if I told you that 75% of children struggle with low self-esteem? And this isn't just a problem for kids because it follows them into adulthood, impacting their career prospects, the relationships that they form, and their mental well-being. Now, this translates to a massive social and economic burden costing billions per year because organizations are struggling with disengaged students, unproductive workforces, and rising mental health costs. But Enrichly is changing that. Our platform as a service delivers self-esteem development at scale, leveraging AI, gamification, and data across the sectors of healthcare, education, and workforce. Now, we've already done over $2 million in revenue to date in each one of those sectors. And our business model is pretty straightforward. We have a per-user cost built on a subscription basis. We've partnered with organizations like the Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority, where we've helped kids like Nicole, who was struggling with social anxiety, transform in just 6 weeks to a confident class leader, effectively engaging her peers. We're also piloting Enrichly across corporations, embedding into their holistic employee well-being programs. We're improving things like productivity, resilience, and overall well-being. We're tapping into a $60 billion vertical across industries that we've already penetrated. Now, what makes us different is our holistic approach and a family-inclusive platform. And I've put together a team with a combined 60 years of relevant experience to make sure this technology is both effective and impactful in global markets. So join us on our journey as we transform potential into performance. If you are healthcare, education, or workforce looking to scale positive impact across your organizations, find me after this presentation and let's chat. Thank you.
At Capcade, we make it easy for people in finance to work online with their partners. This is going to be a $30 billion industry, but where we sit, which is collaboration across entities, the tools aren't built for purpose or sometimes not even compliant. Last year, Apollo, TPG, and Carlyle were among those who had to pay $2 billion in fines for non-compliant messaging. Fines they could have avoided if they were using Capcade at the time, but thankfully, they're actually using Capcade today. And that's because we provide a secure portal to manage documents, data, and workflows across teams. Our product's not only safe, it's user-friendly and intuitive. but more importantly, we're validated every day by the best customers in the world. We have users all over finance, and we've seen that our platform has grown 10x this year. We've also tripled revenue. We use a SaaS model with a 6-figure enterprise tier with amazing customers up there like Siemens, JP Morgan, and one of our favorite success stories, Apex. So Apex is $1 billion financial services firm, and every single month they have hundreds of thousands of deliverables to coordinate between themselves and their partners. So this is literally millions of tasks, millions of documents every month that were done over email. But now with Capcade, they're reinventing their service delivery for the better. And because we're a globally critical platform for them, they're onboarding all of their clients, which means folks like BlackRock and MGX will be using Capcade every day. Which brings us to what's next. So we have 10,000 firms onboarding. 2,000 are already active, and 80% of all these folks are ideal customers for us. We also know that when people are exposed to the platform, they convert. So that's why we're here today, because we're scaling in order to meet this demand. We're raising around, so if you're interested in learning more, we'll be outside. Thank you.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here today to present to you BioTwin, a human virtual twin company. Before I tell you about the problem we're tackling, I want to tell you a bit of a personal story. The story of my next door neighbor, Jean. Jean was 55 years old, really healthy, took good care of his health. Then, all of a sudden, he's diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, stage 4. You'll guess it, Jean is no longer with us today. Jean is one of many deaths that could have been prevented by early detection, which is what BioTwin is all about. By creating a virtual twin of you, we can early screen for different cancer. And early diagnostics makes all the difference in terms of survival rate. How do we do it? We send you a kit at home. We ask you to pick your finger, send off a few drops of blood, send it back to your lab. We have AI analyze your samples. We can track over 200,000 biomarkers. We ask you to connect your different wearables you may have, and there you have it, your virtual twin that we can track and grow over time. Applied to breast cancer, it's revolutionary. Right now, it's costing government close to $28,000 to screen for one breast cancer. BioTwin can bring that down to roughly $1,500 and can also increase access to pretty much everyone. We're going to be announcing shortly our first validation project right here in the UAE with the Cleveland Clinic right beside us with Microsoft as a partner. It's going to be regarding our breast cancer screening ability, which will lead us to commercialization in the UAE. We're currently raising a $5 million seed round. We've got the right team, we've got the right tech, and timing is perfect. So we'd like you to join us and make this a reality. Got my name, my email, and I'm standing at the booth outside all day. So please, if you're interested, come see us. Thank you.
Hello guys, hello everyone. I'm Ahmed, I'm the CEO and co-founder at Gameball, and we are bringing enterprise-grade revenue intelligence capabilities to SMEs. SMEs lose an average $70 billion every year because of high churn rate, missed upselling and cross-selling opportunities, and inefficient spending on marketing. Over the past 4 years, we've helped over 12,000 brands in over 75 countries recover more than $200 million in revenues through our different retention capabilities. This includes loyalty management, gamification, and marketing automation. Today, with access to over 200 million customer data every year, we're taking this to the next level. Today, we're introducing Gameball AI, which is set to become the world's most powerful and smart revenue platform built specifically for SMEs. Brands can seamlessly connect their analytics tools to Gameball, and it will instantly surface revenue insights that brands can act upon right through their Gameball dashboard, achieving unparalleled retention performance. The spending on retention intelligence solutions worldwide is estimated at $200 billion every year and is growing significantly year over year. And what makes Gameball perfectly capable to tackle this opportunity is that we combine both the insights and the action components in the same dashboard, as well as being built specifically for SMEs, unlike competition that is focused on being enterprise first. We are a global team, and we combine decades of experience in customer loyalty management. Next year, we're raising our Series A, and if you don't want to miss on that opportunity, come find me after. Thank you, guys.
In my 15-year career as a serial entrepreneur and working at Microsoft, I witnessed an interesting continuum around data and dashboards. 98% of executives wanted to harness the power of their data, but less than half thought their teams were actually capable of doing that. They spent millions of dollars on consultants and tried to spend countless hours harnessing their data and failing. That's why we built Spontively. Hi, my name is Anthony Nagendraj. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Spontively. We empower B2B SaaS platforms to build customer-facing analytics and dashboards, all without the need of any engineering. And we're backed by some of the top investors. We're backed by Mark Cuban for Mark Cuban Companies, the founders of Hootsuite, Ryan Holmes, Deepwork Capital, and also the state of Florida. And because of this, we've surpassed our revenue targets. We've grown our revenue targets at $1.4 million at annual recurring revenue with 68% month-over-month growth. And here's some of our customers. We work with B2B companies like Carta, Airbnb, and SalesLoft. B2B SaaS platforms face this huge challenge. Their data is scattered all over the place across many different platforms that don't speak to each other. And that's why we built an end-to-end solution like Spontively, harnessing all that tools into one single place without any engineering. We see this massive opportunity as we take over the market for both internal and external analytics. And our team is set up to take it. We have a specialized data team that works from Microsoft to IBM and also Intel. We raised a pre-seed round, and now we're raising a safe round of $3.5 million with a term sheet on hand with 60% of it committed. Welcome to the future of data. Welcome to Spontively.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicolás Loparfido. I'm the co-founder and CFO of Mamotest, a company that started more than 10 years ago in an underserved area of Argentina to fight breast cancer. And let's talk about breast cancer. Let me share with you the case of Christina, one of our patients that, thanks to early detection, was able to save her life and not be part of the 750,000 women that die each year. As I mentioned, early detection is the key, with a 98% survival rate. Unfortunately, early detection is not happening mainly because of two reasons. There is a global shortage of radiologists, and, on top of that, the healthcare system is broken, so even if women could access to a mammogram, it would be really difficult for them to get to a final diagnosis and treatment. And that's why we started Mamotest. We created an outstanding solution that democratized access to mammograms and saved lives. But we wanted to scale and save millions. With that in mind, we decided to develop our proprietary software that gets easily connected to any mammography unit at a healthcare facility, granting them access to a market of radiologists. Additionally, our AI technology helps to reduce by up to 50% the interpretation costs. We then identify women at risk and navigate them all the way from screening to treatment. We have an incredible team with experience and the passion to navigate this mission. We have served more than 1 billion patients so far. We have operations in Argentina, Mexico, Brazil, Costa Rica, and Spain, generating $1.5 million in revenue in 2024. We are now entering the UAE, and we will be opening our Series A by mid-2025. So, if you are interested in expanding this solution with us, let's talk. We had strong support from our strategic partners, such as Johnson & Johnson, Merck, and Philips, and we have been awarded and recognized by amazing institutions. By 2030, we want to reach 10 million patients in order to save 400,000 lives. And let me tell you, this is not a promise. This is happening. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Bilal, co-founder and CEO of Vault. Today I'm here to speak to you about a very important problem in wealth management. People are getting births. People are unhappy with their wealth management experience. They have very limited trust in financial advisors who are being incentivized against their best interests. And wealth management is fundamentally broken in our region. To show you how deep that problem is, 85% of financial wealth in the UAE is currently held in cash, which is a staggering figure. And you would think that the ultra wealthy are the ones that own the majority of the wealth, but that's very far from the case. 59% of private wealth is actually owned by people who have between $100,000 and $5 million worth of wealth. And these are people who need wealth management the most, as they're the most ones who are concerned with preserving their wealth and reaching their financial objectives. And they command a $2.9 trillion worth of liquid wealth in MENA today. So what is the solution? The solution is giving each one of these individuals access to a premium digital wealth management solution in the palm of their hands. This will give them access to best-in-class savings products, diversified portfolios, and private market access that was traditionally reserved for the ultra-wealthy. Not only does digital enhance customer experience, but what it also does is it reduces cost to serve to allow us to give each one of our users a dedicated financial advisor who helps clients with financial planning, behavioral coaching, and asset allocation, but most importantly, is incentivized with the best interest of the client rather than the product provider, giving clients a family office experience for as low as $100,000. We launched a few months more than a year ago, and we now have $53 million within our platform. In 2025, we're raising our Series A and would love to see how you can fit into our journey. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, a warrior named Luke Skywalker was injured in a battle on an icy planet. Rebel medics placed him in a Bacta tank, a medical pod filled with healing fluid that stimulated cellular regeneration. He emerged, healed, ready to rejoin the fight against the Empire. Hi, my name is Nina Tandon. I'm CEO and co-founder of a company called EpiBone, and we are here to make that science fiction science fact right here. 20 years ago, I had the good fortune of landing in Moderna founder Bob Langer's lab at MIT. 10 years ago, we combined our deep tech knowledge of 3D fabrication, robotics, and stem cell science to make a real-life Bacta tank that grows any bone or joint throughout the body in 3 to 4 weeks. We call it a bioreactor. We're doing this because skeletal conditions are the number one cause of injury and pain worldwide and disability, and yet we are mostly treating these patients with a mix of pain meds and carpentry, which neither address the root causes of the pain nor provide lasting solutions, particularly for younger patients. We probably all know somebody who's received one of these treatments. With EpiBone, our living solutions have the potential to be one and done, last a lifetime with no risk of rejection. We made history last year twice. First, by completing a first-in-human phase 1/2 clinical trial where we grew jawbones for 6 patients successfully from stem cells we'd harvested from their fat at the sister institution for the Cleveland Clinic in the United States. Secondly, we received permission from the FDA to grow cartilage on top of our bone to make living partial joint replacements and gain permission to do a clinical trial for just that. We're here in Abu Dhabi because the unique mix of top-tier medical institutions and forward-thinking regulatory policies have the potential to allow us to reach patients 3 to 5 years faster than we could on a U.S. timeline. And, within 8 hours of 80% of the world's population. We've raised $50 million to date and are now raising $8 million to establish commercial facilities here. So if anyone in the audience knows investors who may resonate with our mission, I'd welcome an introduction. Imagine a future where we can unlock our body's natural fountain of youth and where our own cells can be our own medicine. I'm here to tell you that Galaxy isn't far away and that we are here to make it happen. Thank you.